Alright guys, back with another video. So I'm sure you all remember the company called GC Strategies, who developed the Arrive Can app, or as most people call it, the Arrive Scam app. Since it cost taxpayers $64 million, I believe it was, where almost no work was done for a lousy app we barely ever used, and the big punishment coming down from the government is they're banned from getting any government contracts for 7 years, as if that's nearly enough. Well, Conservative MP Stephanie Kusie wasn't very happy with that response, or that so-called punishment, so she's got something pretty interesting to say, and she's really feisty too, so you'll really enjoy this video. But before we get into it, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel. So let's have a look at what she has to say.
Honourable Member for Calgary, Midnapore.
If you're spending $64 million on a product, you would probably think to at least do some price comparisons. Yet the Liberal government did no such thing. The Auditor General said that in 82% of GC Strategies contracts examined, there was no evidence that fees were being charged by this two-person company were based on a fair market value. Is this the Prime Minister's idea of a new fiscal discipline? Or does price really not matter to Liberals when it comes to paying their well-connected friends? When will we get our money back?
See, I love when they do that. When they do, a lot of it is really too like milquetoast. It's like, well, when will this happen? And she's pointing at the Liberals, Mark Carney specifically, and goes, when are we getting our money back? Like in a fiery way. I really enjoy that because it looks like she actually cares. And by the way, good question. When are we getting our money back? Oh wait, here's an answer for you. Never.
The Honourable Minister of Government Transformation.
Mr. Speaker, let me be absolutely clear. Misconduct of any kind in the procurement process is never acceptable, which is why we've acted on previous recommendations from the Auditor General. And as of last year, GC Strategies has seen its contracts terminated by the Government of Canada, and we've revoked their security clearance. Now we went even further. The Office of Supplier Integrity has rendered a decision making GC Strategy ineligible for 7 years, Mr. Speaker. This is a process that's free and independent, holding bad actors to account, and it is working as it should. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
It's working as it should. So another company knows that they can come in here, get a gigantic contract from the government, and if they rob people, what's their punishment? Oh, we're just banned for 7 years. They probably made so much money they don't need to work for 7 years, so who cares? And again, where's the answer to the question? When are we getting our money back? Non-answer, like usual. We're not going to see a single penny of that. Not a single penny of that $64 million for an app no one even uses anymore.
Honourable Member for Calgary, Midnapore.
Check for fair market value. Canadians could hope that at least we got something in return for $64 million. Not the case here. This is how Liberals are spending your money. Overpaid and nothing to show for it. The Auditor General said only 54% of contracts audited could prove deliverables were received. Is this the Prime Minister's new fiscal discipline? Or for Liberals, is it business as usual? When will we get our money back?
Guess what's going to happen now, guys? You're actually going to get an answer to the question. I'm just kidding.
The Honourable Minister of Government Transformation and... go.
As I've highlighted in previous answers, in March 2024, PSPC has terminated all contracts with GC Strategies. We revoked their security clearance. Now, the Office of Supplier Integrity, which we've put in place after a thorough investigation, determined that GC Strategies met the threshold to be found ineligible for government contracts. As such, they are ineligible for the next 7 years. This is a process to hold bad actors accountable, because we will never accept and tolerate misconduct in the procurement process. Thank you.
I think yeah, so that's the end of that kind of exchange. But I mean, it's just so ridiculous. Not a single answer. When are we getting our money back? Well, we've canceled the contracts and now they're not eligible. That's not the question she asked. The reason they won't answer the question is because the answer is we're not getting anything back. This is not a new Liberal government. This is the same government as the old. Except because they have Mark Carney now and they're pretending this is a whole new government, they're just going to pretend that, no, we're different now and it's not the same as Justin Trudeau. It's going to be the same. Yeah, pausing the carbon tax is good, but not nearly as good as getting rid of it. And you know they're going to bring it back. Everything that Carney has done that is quote unquote good is going to get reversed, and the hammer's going to drop. We're going to build affordable modular housing units. No, you're not. They're going to be tiny little boxes that people probably won't even be able to buy. They're just going to have to rent them for like $2,000 a month. But you know what I mean? Like, liberals always just make these promises, they never deliver, and Canadians keep giving them more chances. So, and again, all those Canadians who either didn't vote or voted for the Liberals or voted against the Conservatives, you have no right to complain. It's been too long. There's been too many scandals. Mark Carney was advising Trudeau for 5 years. He's not an outsider. He's an insider. They've known him and they've been friends with him for years. But, like usual, Canadians just keep getting duped. There's only a small percentage of us that's smart enough to see it, to see these things coming. We all know what's going to happen in the next couple of years. Things are going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. Well, what evidence do you have of that? Their track record. They never do anything that makes Canada better. Immigration's a problem. I just made a video about the huge drug bust in Peel. All 9 of them were released, 6 out of them so far were released on bail. And I don't know where they're from, if they're born here or not, but let me just make something very clear. Massive immigration, especially when unvetted, leads to all these problems. Plus, we don't have enough jobs. We don't have enough of us. We don't have a good enough. We don't have a strong enough healthcare system. We don't have enough housing. We don't have room. This isn't a race issue. It's a math issue. And then you have the crime issue where people are getting let out on bail. What's changing? Nothing. And the things that are worse, the things that are bad, are only going to continue to get worse. That's just the way it is with the Liberal Party. And maybe, after Carney fails, Canadians will finally start to wake up and say, you know what? Maybe I don't like Pierre, but it's time to give someone else a chance because these guys are ruining our country. But who knows? It's Canada. And Canada is filled with Canadians. And a lot of Canadians just go back to the pandemic. So many of them got duped so badly. And a lot of them, by the way, vote Conservative. I know people who fell for every little trick they played on us during the pandemic. And so-called Conservatives believed it. So even the people who vote Conservative sometimes aren't the brightest people. And they just keep getting tricked. But at least the people who get tricked and everywhere else vote Conservative, at least they didn't get tricked by the Liberal Party. I mean, at least they're smart in that way. But it's really just baffling. I mean, I'm lost for words. There's been so many problems, and you just see nothing getting fixed. And what's this GC Strategies company's punishment for ripping us off? Well, you're banned for 7 years. Made millions of bucks, but, you're just banned for 7, not even a lifetime ban, just banned for 7 years. It's so ridiculous. But let me know what you think about what Stephanie Kusie did there. I thought she did a really good job. She asked some great questions. Unfortunately, they didn't get answered, but it's the way it is. It's the way politics goes sometimes. But let me know what you think. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. This really does help grow the channel, and I'll be back shortly with a new one.